Do you want to create imagery like this for your next project? Then watch this video very closely. Hello everyone, myself Arshad Ansari and I welcome you to our YouTube channel Animatiflix. In this video, I'll explain what is PBR is, how to do PBR shading in Maya, installing Polygon Material Converter script, downloading free PBR textures. If you watch this video till end, I promise you, you will be pro in PBR shading in Maya. So without further ado, let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back. Let's start this video with what is PBR is. First of all, the stand of PBR is physically based rendering. And definition of PBR is a method of shading and rendering that provides a more accurate representation of how light interact with the surface. Sometimes PBR is referred to as physically based rendering or physically based shading. Now, this is the little bit technical definition of PBR is. If you're not understood this, I would highly recommend that you should go to the official website of Substance Academy, where you can easily understood what is PBR is, because these people have already explained in detail that how PBR works and what is PBR is all about. So you need to download this PDF and go through the entire PDF. You will easily understood what is PBR is. Now, next thing is the workflow. The two most common workflow in PBR shading, one is PBR metal roughness and second is PBR specular glossiness. Let's talk about what's the difference between these two. As you can see in this image over here, PBR metal roughness has a base color and specular is diffuse, which is almost you can say same. But over here in this PBR metal roughness, the second images belong to the roughness, and PBR specular glossiness, we have glossiness over here. And you can see in the PBR metal roughness over here we have metallic, and over here in the specular glossiness we have a specular. So that's make PBR metal roughness and PBR specular glossiness differ over here with these four images. So in the PBR metal roughness we have roughness and metallic, and specular glossiness we have glossiness and specular. Now what about these three other images? These three images are also supports to the both workflow, whether it's metal roughness or specular glossiness, right? Now let's talk about, if you have these images in your pocket, how we are going to use them into Maya, because this video is all about how to do PBR shading in Maya. So let me open up my Hypersheet first. Right now I'll come up over here. As you can see, I'm having some of the images which I've just mentioned in my explanation of PBR workflow: AO, color, displacement, glossiness, normal, and reflections. So what am I going to do? I'm going to press Ctrl A, and I just don't want this image, so I'll just click and drag. I'll come into Maya and I'll let go here in my Hypersheet. Now, as you can see, I have opened up all these images and I'm just waiting for to load them, because they all are 6K images. Okay, let me select them and arrange them here. As you can see, these all are images basically I have imported. What you need to do, you need to assign them into their respective department. Like for example, if I go to tab and press AI standard surface, now what you need to do, you need to make sure that base color should go to the base color, and then displacement should go to the displacement, and then glossiness should go to the specular color, or normal should go to the over here into the normal camera. That would be too tedious to assign one by one. So we need a one script which allows us to assign them to their respective department. That script name is Polygon Material Converter. So this is the official website where you can easily download the script for Maya. So Polygon Material Converter add-on for Maya, just click on this link, and over here this button is basically allow us to download it. So click on that. So now you can see it's downloaded over here. Just click on that, just extract it over here. Now let me show you how to install this script. It's a very simple method to install the script, because there's installation instruction over here. Extract the content of the zip file wherever you want in your hard drive. In Maya, select the custom shelf on a toolbar and drag the installer Polygon Material Converter mel. So we need to do what we need to do is we need to drag this, but before you drag it, just close. I don't need this, and I'll go to the custom shelf over here. As you can see, I've already installed it, but let me show you one more time. So I'll come here and I just click and drag and let go here. Okay, the folder is going to be pop up. What you need to do, wherever you paste it, like for example I have pasted on desktop 1, okay, and you need to just select this folder. Okay, I have already select this folder, so I'm going to cancel this. Now there's a one problem you're going to face when you click and drag this script. Okay, when you click and drag this script, okay, you are not allow us to do that. For that purpose, if your click and drag is basically not enabled in Windows 10, I would highly recommend that you should go to this basically link. I'm definitely going to give this all link into the description. So this is basically the third method. I believe third method is the best method that you can easily enable your drag and drop in Windows 10. So please do refer this method. That will help us to click and drag into Maya. Now the script is installed over here. So what you need to do is just click on this button, a custom icon of Polygon Material Converter. Just click on that. Now before I basically just start loading on it, okay, let me start a scene in which I'm going to show you that how we are going to use this Polygon Material Conversion. So I'm just quickly setting up this, and I'll open up this file over here. Alright, before I start again, let me explain you the scene which I'm using right now. So I'll go to the perspective over here. You can see, guys, okay, I'm having a one backdrop, okay, one HDR light and 4 lights, which is basically illuminating 5 lights basically, I must say. Okay, this 5 light is basically illuminating the entire scene of mine. So let me come back here to the render camp, and let's just take a test render over here. Okay, so this is what the scene which we are going to use for this particular video. Alright, the rendering is complete. Now let me stop that and close this, and I'm going to click on it. Now you required, guys, those textures, right? The first question comes, where we are going to get these textures. So again, I'm definitely going to give you this free PBR textures link that you can download your textures very easily, right? So I'll come to that how we are going to download the texture and then how we are going to use them. I have already downloaded from the website of Polygon. So if you come up over here and click on the Polygon, okay, and let me go to the Polygon over here, the textures you can see. So these are the some PBR textures, you can see them, okay, and you cannot download them because they are not for free. Okay, some of them are free, some of them are very costly. So if you wanted to buy, you can buy that. Okay, so what am I going to do is I'm going to come here over here. Okay, I'm having one Polygon Mega Pack which I have already downloaded, and let me take you to the city street. And over here in the city street we have pavement tactical lines. I just double click it. Now you can see that these are 4K images. Let me just, you know, increase the size of these textures. Now you can see I'm having all these things like ambient occlusion, color, displacement 16 bit, and then glossiness, and then normal, and then reflection. So what I don't need right now, just for time being, I don't need this one and this one, and I'm going to delete it right now, right? So let me copy this, and I come up over here and click on this load button. I press Ctrl V on my keyboard to paste, and make sure that you must select that same folder. Okay, so I'm going to just double click here. You don't need to select those images, just select that particular folder and click on it, and now you can see that the texture has been loaded over here. Okay, and by default this one is enabled, that ambient occlusion is available, then you can add it. What you need to do, just press this button called load material, and you can see that the green package comes. That means all material loaded successfully. Press OK, minimize it, then go to the hypershade. Let me clear this, and we have this creative pavement tactical lines which we have already, which we have just loaded. So just right click and say graph network. Now you can see that's the beauty of that script. It's automatically plug them as per their respective departments. Now I need to do one thing, guys, because I'm using ACES workspace here. Okay, ACES color management here. So just give me a minute. I'm just going to do some little bit tweak here, which you don't need to do that, because I hope you people are not using ACES workflow. If you're using ACES workflow, follow this particular steps. So I'm just going to click on this AO, and then click and go to the utility. So right, okay, now all the textures have been corrected by color management. Now what am I going to do is I'm going to assign them. So let me select this, and I'm holding shift key to select that, and just right click and say assign material viewport to selection. Okay, and hit render, and wait for some time, because that all 4K textures are going to be converted into TX by the Arnold. Alright, so now you can see that the texture has been converted, and this is too big in the size. So what we need to do, we need to do some tiling over here, and here comes the beauty. Okay, you don't need to tile every texture. Like you don't need to tile glossy map, okay, reflection map, color map, okay, and then the AO map. The beauty of this material converter is you just need to select one texture attribute, and then if I put here 4 and then tab and press 7, and I'll make sure the live rendering must be enabled, so you can see that. And here you can see the texture has been ready, and it's rendered very quickly because my render settings are very low here in the sample. Okay, you can see my samples are 2, so it's going to be rendered very fast. It's only take 13 seconds to render. So this is the beautiful method, I believe, that you can use all the PBR textures in just one click, which assign them to their respective department by one click. Okay, now what happens if I download the texture from the internet? Let me show you what do I mean by that. So if I go to this website called Texture Heaven, okay, again I have already given this into your description. So I just come up over here, scroll down, okay, maybe go to the texture over here, and you can see we have some textures. Okay, nice. All of them are categorized wise. Okay, so you can just download them. Like for example, if I would like to start with, okay, let me just try this concrete. I just click on this. Okay, first decide which, okay, which size you are looking for. So I just show you the 4K map. So just click on it and you can see it's downloading over here. Okay guys, so we have downloaded over here. So I'm going to right click and extract this file. Let me just first check this. Yeah, all of them are there. Let me just Control C to copy, and I'll create a one folder here. And I'm going to extract it over here. So you can see all the textures are there, like AO, diffuse, displacement, normal, roughness, okay, and roughness AO. I don't need this roughness AO, so I'm going to delete it. So I'll come back to Maya once again. Let me clear this. Let's try one more time to load this texture. So just click on this polygon material one more time, load here, okay, and go to the desktop, and over here select this folder, okay, and now you can see that there is a problem. I'm not able to see that texture, and I don't have this button called load material. So here is a trick guys that you need to follow. What the trick is, so if you come up over here in the polygon polygon which I have downloaded from the Polygon website, so what we need to make sure that the naming convention should be proper, like for example AO, okay, color, okay, displacement and NRM, normal, reflection, and all those things. So what we need to do is come up over here. You need to make sure it should be capital AO, and instead of diffuse we want color, all caps, okay, and I want DISP, and then I want you to make sure that should RM normal, and that's it. Let's try this. Okay, one more time. I'll come to Maya, close this, load polygon material conversion, desktop, again select that folder. See, here comes. The only thing is that we are missing glossiness and reflection. Wait, I made a mistake over here. Okay, so I just quickly jump to that folder. Okay, yes, what we need to make sure that it should be proper roughness ROUGH, right? Now let me just reload it, or maybe close one more time and reload it. Okay, so there is missing of glossiness and reflection. Okay, so what you need to do, make sure instead of making a roughness, just rename this to glossiness, and then come back to Maya, load, that same folder once again. Yes, reflection map is missing. It's okay, no problem with that. Okay, so I just press this select all and say load material, and now you can see that load material successfully. Okay, now guys, again I'm using ACES workflow, so I'm having this color management issue, so I need to correct that. And first of all, I just need to go to look for that roughness. Just right click, graph network. Alright, so it's done guys. Okay, now what we need to do is, again we need to select this, and right click, assign material to viewport selection, and I'm going to open up my last render view. I'll take a snapshot of it, and then again I hit render. Again it's going to take a little bit time for converting those JPEG into a TX. Whoa, so again you can see it's pretty much a big in the size, I believe. Okay, which we have downloaded from here, this one you can see. All right, so what we are going to do here is we're going to make some tiling here. So I'll just select that and make sure that live rendering is on. So I just put 10, tab 10, and now you can see the texture is coming. All right guys, okay, that's cool. Now the render is complete, I believe. Yes, so that is how guys you can simply achieve a PBR shading in Maya with the help of polygon material conversion. I hope you really enjoyed and understood this video. If you have any question and suggestion, please do comments in the comment section. Or if you really like the video, please do like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon for further notification. And you can also follow us on social media like Facebook and Instagram. So till then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.